Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Project Cars 2 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here. Now in today's episode we're carrying on with our championship we started in the Ginetta Juniors. So we've got 3 rounds in today's episode, and I think in the next episode it'll be the next UK championship, because I think there's 2 different ones, but the next one's probably slightly harder. Now everyone keeps asking me to up the AI level, and I'm going to do that after each race if we get through it okay. So let's get straight into this one around Silverstone. Awesome circuits. Let's get straight into it and see how we do. Right, let's go one more lap. Surely we can get a time on the board, but that's what I'm finding in qualifying sessions, where I'm struggling to get a time on the board, but in the race I'm competing. It's something that Slightly Manned Studios do need to fix, because if you forward the qualifying session on, the times go ridiculous at times that you're not ever going to see the car doing if you went through the session without forwarding it on. So that's something they definitely need to work on, but let's see if we can improve on our time. Are pretty good around this circuit in most vehicles, but this one just doesn't seem to have a lot of grip in the tight corners. You're having to keep on dropping the gears, trying to get as tight as I can. It's sliding around a bit as we're not using traction control or anything like that. So far in this championship we've managed not to use stability or traction control, and we've only used ABS. Right, let's try and hold it into this turn. This is where you have to keep on dropping the gears. Oh god, just getting a little bit of a slide there. Drop it down to second, up to third, trying to get a drive, and down to second again, trying to hold it in here. If we can get a little bit close, we might be able to get a little bit of slipstream, but actually I think he's a little bit too far away. But let's see if we can get it to the line. Now we need a 1:11.9 for pole position. Can we get that? This is going to be close. Is it going to be? Oh, I don't think we're going to do it. And over the line. Oh, we get second. Oh, that is brilliant. I would take that all day long. Right, let's get straight into the race. I'm actually chuffed with that. I kept on going in that qualifying session. I knew I could get a better time, and we managed to get second. Let's see if we can have a really good race here and get another decent result. But like I said, guys, at the start of the video, if the race is too easy, we will up the level again until we get to the point where we are really struggling, because that's how we want it. We want to test ourselves. So let's see if we can get a good start here. And off we go. That's not a bad start. We always seem to be good off the mark, and we're into lead, so that is absolutely brilliant. Let's see if we can settle into the race and see if we can improve on our times as well. So if we can get some fast laps, because the bonus points are always worth trying to get in this championship, although I think we're going to probably win this first UK championship because we've got a bit of a lead, but we've got 3 rounds in today's episode. So we've got this one, Silverstone, I think, then we've got Donington, and then we end up in, I think it's Snetterton 200. So all British circuits. Oh, they just announced that we might have some rain. Oh, this should make it tricky because we're not on wet tyres. So yeah, we will see what happens. Right, let's just keep it nice and steady around here. And if the rain comes in, we're just going to have to deal with it, and hopefully we can manage it through. Managing to hold the lead, okay. But this car does slide a lot around the turns, so when it starts raining, if it's really heavy and it starts, we start developing puddles around this circuit, it could be really interesting. But hopefully we should be okay. Can't see any rain just yet. Let's just have to wait to see when that's going to kick in, as this race isn't done by how many laps, it's done by time. So we've got just over 6 minutes to go. But also, guys, let me know if you're enjoying the series. I'm not sure what I'm going to go for, because we move up to tier 5 once we got the Ginetta Juniors out the way. So we will have to have a look at what's on offer. But there is some really good motorsport series to choose from, and we're going to try and work through all of them. But I think they will get harder as they go through, because like I said, we're already up to 85% AI level. Pretty sure by the end of this series we're probably going to be close probably to 100, and that's when it's going to get really tricky. Right, I've had to turn the window wipers on now as it started to rain, but it's going to take time to actually affect us on the circuit. Until it starts puddling, I think we should be okay, but we're managing to hold off. We're not like really pulling away, but we're doing enough. Right, so we've got 5 minutes to go, so we're going to probably get quite a few laps in this race, as it's only just over a minute a lap. Right, let's just keep it nice and steady. Just be aware that there is going to be a little bit of rain on the circuit, and there is going to be a puddle here and there eventually, so we're just going to try and take it nice and gentle into the turn, because like I said, this car does slide quite a lot, so we don't want to be spinning out. Right, just steady ourselves. Starting to feel, yeah, you definitely can feel on the wheel now. Look, I've just overrun that corner. I can start, oh god, he's coming right beside me, so I've actually slowed down a bit through there. Didn't have a lot of grip as I slowed down. Gonna have to take it nice and steady, and this is where it's going to get tricky now. I thought the weather might affect this car quite a lot. Right, let's just try and keep it nice and steady around here. Let's see what it's like. Oh god, a bit of a slide there. Oh god. Just try and keep it nice and smooth. Try and be gentle on the accelerator. Oh god, yes, I'm really feeling it now. Bloody hell. Couldn't get the grip there. Was spinning up quite a bit there. Yep, so we're starting to lose a bit of grip here and there. Let's just try and keep it nice and steady. So we've got probably another 3 laps or maybe 4 laps to go. We will see. And let's just try and keep it nice. So the times aren't going to be that quick in the wet. And now you can see puddles on this. Can you see it now? Bloody hell, there's loads. Whoa! Hey! Had a bit of a moment there. God, dear, the steering went really light there. Oh, I do love this live track. It really makes it entertaining and makes it makes it a little bit more interesting. Definitely feel the difference on the steering now. Oh, brilliant. Slide it into the turns, right? Just show you how much it's raining. Let's just change the view. It's raining really hard. Look at the effects on the bonnet. It looks pretty good, that does. I must admit, I'm quite impressed with the. I mean, on release day, I thought the graphics looked a bit off, but I think as the days have gone on, I don't know why, but it just looks better. It sounds better, I don't know, but obviously we haven't had the patch. There is quite a few glitches and issues they do need to fix, but I'm quite hopeful. Oh god, again! You have to be so... Oh my god, and again! I think I just hit a slight puddle there as well. Oh my god, I'm really going to have to be careful now. I've almost spun it then. Rain, actually you can see it lashing in. Proper British weather coming in. Oh, this is definitely makes me feel at home. And I've actually done Silverstone. I've done a track day, and yes, the day I did my track day, it flipping rained, and I only managed to get a couple of laps in. But I was on road tyres anyway on my bike, but I had Pirelli quarter threes on my bike, and yeah, they're not the most grippiest, even on the track. I know you get a little bit more heat in the tyres on the track. I just didn't feel very comfortable, but I did get to go out on a hired bike. I went out on a R6, and yeah, that was pretty good, but it had wets on, took it nice and gentle. Silverstone is a very difficult circuit, I think. I definitely prefer Brands Hatch and Donington. But yeah, you've got, if you're into your track days and stuff, it's definitely worth one trying, but it is a very challenging one, I think. Definitely not for those learners. I don't think, if you're going to do Silverstone, I think you need to be a sort of medium higher group. Slower ones really struggle around here. Right, we've managed just to get around there okay. Just got over a minute to go, so we're probably going to have to do another couple of laps, and we are managing to keep the lead. We haven't lost it yet, but there is a hell of a lot of water on the circuit now. So let's just keep it nice and steady. Nice and gentle through there. Oh god, onto the curb. Definitely don't feel much grip going through the corners. I'm just trying to dab the brake. Trying not to just press it too hard. I didn't adjust the brake pressure or anything like that. I didn't actually know it was going to rain, so let's just keep... Oh, look, you can see the puddles on the turn. Keep it nice and gentle through there. And again, oh god, just snatched the steering wheel there. Just trying to keep hold of that. I still feel like I've got the force feedback on 75, but I might turn it up a little bit more. I like it really strong. I really like to feel the forces of the cars and the loss of grip really well. And so it's easier for me to count. Oh god, fucking hell, there's puddles everywhere. It's literally skating across the water here. Right, nice and gentle, slow. Oh god, it's like getting a bit of a drifting action round there. Right, so we got one more lap to go. That rain's still lashing in. Oh, bloody hell, massive puddle there. I like the fact you get the feel of it aquaplaning across the water. And yeah, you don't want to be doing that when you're slowing down into a corner. I remember I knocked Kill at the start of this championship. Oh, that last corner was a nightmare hitting that puddle. But we managed to get through that. Also, guys, I wanted to say that once we've done this championship, did you want me to put the next one, instead of doing the 5 or 6 races, whatever rounds it is, did you want me to do a shorter championship in the second one? And so we can just speed along through into the next series. It's totally up to you. I don't mind doing the full series, but just to keep the videos a little bit shorter, and that's not too bad. So we've managed to pull away now. We should be able to get through this last few corners. Again, look at the water on the circuit. It's really spraying up now, as you can see, changing through the camera views. And this has been an easy enough race, so we're going to up the level again after this one, and hopefully we should go on and really test ourselves. Bloody hell, almost lost the rear end there, trying just to accelerate a little bit too hard. Right, again, really struggling around there, and again, oh god, having a fight with the steering wheel there, getting a little bit of drifting action again. And look at the puddles now. Oh, bloody hell, they're everywhere. You see it affects the steering every time you go through a puddle. It is really good effects, this live track. And that is the race, so we take a victory. Fantastic. I'm not sure whether we got the fast lap. We might have done, or actually I don't think we did. So no, we didn't. So we didn't get the fastest lap, but we should be okay. Championship points right up well. So let's go into the next one now, guys. Here we go. Right, guys, so here we go with round 4, and we've got Donington Park next. And like I promised, I'm going to up the AI level, so we're going to move it up to 90% and the opponent aggression, and we're going to keep doing that until we get to what the level we should be at. I don't think we're going to be that far off it, because it is going to start getting difficult soon. So let's get straight into this one and hope for a dry race round this one, because this will be a good one. So let's get straight into it. Right, so here we go with our first qualifying lap. So we've just warmed the tyres up. Let's see if we can set a decent time now. We've done a few races around here, not just in a couple of the other series, I think, but we did a couple of races around here online, and I do like this circuit. It's been a very good circuit to me on Project Cars 1, so I'm hoping it to be a good one on this one as well. But I think the last time I raced around here, it was raining, I think, if I remember rightly, and it was quite tricky. So let's see if we can do better in the dry, because it looks like it's going to stay that way. Nice blue skies at the moment. Right, try and hold the speed through there. I'm expecting the AI to be quite quick round here, so we're up to 90% now. So but like I said, if we get through this race okay, then we will up it to 95, and then we will probably leave it on that, because that will be until the next championship. But like I said, let me know in the comments below if you would like me to do a shorter championship in the second one and just do the 3 races. I'm not sure what circuits they are, but it's another UK championship, just so we can move on to the next series, because we don't have to do all the races in every, or I might, what I do in future series, I might do all 5 races and just pick the best ones out of it and just give you the results of the others. Depends how you want me to do it. If you just want me to keep the same format, I will. Right, that wasn't too bad. Onto the curb, just trying to get a good drive through there, and that wasn't too bad. That felt okay. Right, what sort of time? So we've just hit a 1:29. I'm not sure how quick that's going to be, but we'll keep on doing a few more laps. Right, guys, in the end I forwarded the session on, and our time got us 6th position, which isn't too bad. I will take that. So let's get straight in the race and see how much more difficult it is on this level. Right, so here we go with round 4 around Donington Park in fantastic conditions. So we're starting in 6th position. Let's see if we can get a good start. Now, one thing I have noticed about this game is the starts. The AI are really slow off the mark. It hasn't been the case in every single vehicle, but definitely in the Ginetta Juniors, I seem to be able to get a better start. Whether I'm at the back or the front, I always get a good start. So let's try and take advantage of that, because we know it's on a harder level, so it might be a little bit more battling, but we will see. And we've managed to get through the middle there. Can we hold it into that first turn? He's coming up the inside, so we just have to take it a little bit wider, and that's not too bad. So we're up to P2, and let's see if we can battle with this car in front. and he's going to hold that line down there, so let's not push it. We've got a car sitting right on our tail as well, so let's just try and make sure he doesn't run straight into the back of us. Right, let's try and nail it into this turn. Just trying to take a nice gentle first lap, get into a rhythm and hopefully start pushing it. And we've managed to pull away from the main group, but we're sticking with the car in front. Let's see how easy it is to get past a car on a harder level. Let's see if he's any more defensive, because so far I think the AI react a lot better in defence in the races. Oh god, just caught the curb there. And in attack in overtakes. They seem to be better at overtaking, which is a good positive. Right, let's just try and hold into that turn. We've just lost a bit of ground. They're definitely quicker into some of these corners than I am. I noticed that in the qualifying session. So we've got to make sure that we make up the time in the areas I know they're not very quick in. And one of them is this chicane at the end here. They're good into the first corner, but not very good into this one. So this is where we've got to close in and take our time. Try and stay off the curb. Not too bad through there. Yes, that was pretty decent. Right, let's try and get in his slipstream and try and close that gap. And we go into lap 2. Now this corner coming up is the one that I seem to lose the time on. I noticed that in the split time in the qualifying session. So let's see if we can get a little bit more speed through there. And see what I mean? They seem to hold the speed a lot more, and I'm getting a bit of a slide through there. Really don't get the grip, and that seems to affect us. But let's not panic too much yet. We're still within a chance of getting a decent result here. Oh god, damn, just try to touch the curb there, just try and stay off the curb, slow it down, drop it down a few gears, and yes, we managed to hold it in third through there, and we've closed in a little bit. Let's try and keep it nice and steady and close that gap. We want to try and get past him and try and control the race from the front if we can. Right, we're right in behind him. Let's see how fast he takes this turn. Again, he's taking a decent line there and holding the speed. He doesn't seem to be affected by grip through there at all. But then I don't know if the AI are using the assists. I'm not sure. Maybe that makes a difference. That's something I definitely have to put to the test, because I've found that in some races, in some vehicles, I seem to be quicker with the assists on, and that never used to be the case on Project Cars 1. I used to be quicker without them, but I don't know. Things change with these games. It may be different for different vehicles, right? Managed to hold it nicely through there, staying off the curbs, getting a nice drive there, hopefully getting his slipstream. Let's see who's got the decent lap time. So we just hit a 1:30. That's still not really quick, but let's see if we can just settle in. Right, getting into this corner, can we take a little bit more speed? No, again, we just lose the grip as we go into that turn, and again he's managed to pull away. So this looks like it's going to be a bit of a battle. We might have to settle for second position here. I'm going to try my hardest just to push it a little bit more through here, but I just don't seem to have the pace through some of the turns. Right, be careful through there, onto the bloody curb, don't lose it, oh my bloody god, and onto the grass. Oh my god, that was a moment, and I've just, oh shut up, give me a slow down penalty. Oh, I made an error, get over it, bloody hell. They really, like, every time you just make a little mistake, I mean, I haven't gained a position through it. I mean, I'm in the position that I was in when I made the mistake. I don't know why they should give you those warnings, but hopefully we don't get a time penalty, and we have lost ground, so it looks like this is going to be a difficult race to win, I think. But we've got two cars sitting right behind us as well, so we still got those to worry about as well. We've got just over 3 minutes, so there's still another 2 or 3 laps to go here. We've got to try and push it through here. Oh god, we managed to get through there a lot better. Right, oh yeah, that is a good drive, and we've managed to get his slipstream as well. Can we get past him in this turn? Let's try and go past him in this turn, but we know he's quick in this next corner. So we're going to have to be really good here. Let's try and hold it nice and tight into this turn. Slow it down. We'll take the inside line and try and hold it. No, we've gone into there a little bit too quick. Onto the curb. Oh, God, just lost control, and I've just made contact with him. That was my fault. Oh, my God. That was unbelievable. That was an awesome save. And I'll tell you what, a lot of that is down to some of the settings I've changed. Usually, if you have a little bit of a moment like that, you you can't save it, but I just managed to control that, and I did make contact with him, but I didn't take the position, and he managed to hold that okay, so fair play to him there as well. Fantastic. But we've managed to catch up with him again. Can we take him again? Let's try and take him in this turn. We're going around the outside of him here. Can we take him in this turn, or is he going to get a bit quicker through the inside? No, we've managed to hold. He's going around the outside here. Oh my god, this has turned into a right battle at Donington Park, but we've managed to close him down there, and we're still in the lead. But bloody hell, see what I mean? On this level, they're more willing to take opportunity to get back past, and he was going for the outside round that turn, which is unbelievable, but we managed to close him down, and we've held the lead. Right, we've got 2 minutes left, and we are leading this race now. Fantastic. We've made a lot of errors, and we've managed to, you know, come through them, but yeah, that's not always going to happen, but I'll take it at this moment in time. Right, we've managed to get through there, okay, and oh god, we've managed just to pull away slightly, so they don't, like I said, they don't get through there very quick, but they will gain the time through this turn. Right, let's try not to go on the grass this time, or on that curb. Let's try and slow it down. Let's try and be a little bit gentler in the turn, as we've got a little bit of breathing space. That was much better through there. Right, let's see if we can nail it down here, and try and stay off the curbs as well through here, because we don't want to make any mistake. We've probably got another lap to go after this, and we don't want to throw it away, but he's caught up again. He's right behind me, so let's try and keep it nice and gentle through there. That's not too bad, and that should be okay. We have dropped time as well, and we have got to make sure we don't give him any more sniffs at another opportunity to get past. Let's just try and keep it tight through there. So we got, yeah, so we've definitely got one more lap to go, and it is still very close behind. There's 3 cars in a row, so one mistake could cost me 3 places here. So we've got to make sure we don't give them the opportunity. Keep it nice and steady around there. Definitely don't feel like I've got much grip around some of these corners in this car. It just feels very, very unstable. And I think that may be an issue in the next race. I mean, Snetterton has got some difficult turns, which you really suffer for gripping, so we will have to see what happens there. Right, we've managed to get through there okay, and we held the speed. Oh, could this be a decent lap here? I don't think it'll be my fastest lap. No, it's definitely not going to be my fastest lap. We did drop a bit of time. And it hasn't been the quickest race, but it's been a good battle at least. So this level is pretty decent, but I think what I'll do, I will up the level again, as well, it's provided we win the race, that is. Right, he's caught up through there. Right, last lap, hopefully no mistakes, we should be able to take the win. But yes, they've all caught up, so I'm definitely holding some of them up. I'm not running super quick here, but I'm doing enough. Right, let's just try and hold it through there, not too bad. Right, let's just see if they're going to make a challenge to get back past. Or have I just managed, I think I've just got enough distance between me and second, as long as I don't throw it away in these corners. Right, let's just keep it nice and steady, stay off the curb. That's not too bad. And again, we've got to nail this corner. I'll tell you what, this is one of the most annoying corners on the circuit. I'll tell you what, the amount of times I've lost it in that corner and gone off onto the grass in races that I've been leading. So it is a bloody annoying corner. Right, last chicane to come, and we should be home and dry, as long as we don't muck it up. Slow it down. Let's try and get it nice and smooth. Stay off those curbs. Yes, that was that was okay. I will take that all day long. And again, we're going to take another win, which is fantastic. And what a race that was. Oh, I really enjoyed that battle. I really did muck it up at one point and made contact with the guy that came second, but I didn't take the position, and he managed to carry on okay, so I got away with that one. But yeah, I could have spun out and could have come last, but there you go. Right, so we move on to the final round of this championship. Let's see if we can make 3 out of 3, but we're definitely going to up the level, so let's get straight into that now, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, so last race is in Snetterton. Very challenging circuit, but again, I'm going to up the level again, and we're going to go to 95% AI and the opponent level to 95 as well. And we're going to see how we do on that level. See if that's going to make a much difference. and we might end up on 100% in the next episode. You will never know. Right, let's get straight into this one and see how we do. So here we go. Right, so that's the end of the qualifying session. Really struggled in that, came last in that, didn't have the pace, struggled in a lot of the turns for grip. I might have to adjust the settings, I'm not sure, but let's get straight to race and see if we can improve on that 12th position. Right guys, so here we go with the race. Now I've decided to change the options. I'm going to put stability on to help me through some of those turns where I was just losing control of the car all the time in that qualifying session. Hopefully we should be okay. Right, let's see if we can get a good start. We know the AI are not very quick off the mark, so we should be able to take some places. This is definitely something they should fix. And that is not too bad through there. And we should be able to take, yes. God, can we get right to the front? Oh, I think we're going to. Yes, up to P5, and that is fantastic. Right, let's just try and take a nice line through there. Again, we're taking a couple more places, and up to third. Oh my God, that is what I mean, guys. They do need to sort that out. That is just too easy. Right, let's see if we can just hold on to this through here. Nicely does it. Right, let's try and use a slipstream here, and we should be able to. Oh, that's a nice drive there. We've managed to take second place. Can we take first place? We still got a good drive going on here, and it looks like we've got the speed, and we're going to take first place. Oh my God, already half a lap and we're into first already. But this is the tricky section. Are we going to lose it through here? Let's try and keep it nice and steady through here. Let's see if stability will help us. Ooh, that was a little bit better. I felt like I had a little bit more control through there, and we've managed to hold on to that position. We've still got a little bit of trouble with the car behind, but we've managed to get clear of him. If we can nail this last corner, we should be able to settle down, and look, we're into first place after not even one lap. And this is where they need to fix this, guys. It should be a little bit more difficult than that. And yes, it felt a lot better into that last turn, and we're into the lead. So let's see if we can keep this up and try and hold on to this race. I should be able to, as long as I don't make any mistakes. Right, so let's just keep it nice and steady. So that's the first lap out the way, and we just pulled away a bit as well. Right, so here we go with the final lap. Let's see if we can bring home this victory. And I think putting stability control did make the difference. We have still made a few errors, and we haven't really blitzed the AI. They've been thereabouts, only about a couple of seconds behind us. But I do think we might up the level again in the next championship, just to really push ourselves. I mean, I can't do anything about the qualifying. We might have to start every single race in last position, because some qualifying sessions I just haven't been able to match their pace. But if we can do it in the race, that's all that matters really. Right, managed to do okay through there. Yeah, but I have made quite a lot of errors in this race, as you've seen. In some of the turns I could have gone a lot quicker, but again, even with the stability control, I'm not feeling confident enough to carry the speed through there, and that is what's really going to cost me. And I think if you're going to race online in this car on this track, you're going to have to come up with a setup. I don't think the standard setup that I'm using is good enough. It definitely doesn't just doesn't like those turns. It just feels like you're skating on ice through there. So I could have adjusted a few things, but there you go. I'm still learning on the game, still getting used to it. Right, let's see if we can just nail this last corner, and we should be okay. Right, slow it down, slow it down. Oh God, no, don't ruin it here. I went way too fast into there, and there you go. I made enough of a mistake, but I think we're going to get away with that one. Oh my God, what an idiot I am. Don't know what the hell I was doing there, just didn't want to slow down there. So luckily we got away with that. So we take first place. I don't think we were the quickest in that race by any stretch of the imagination, and no, we weren't. But we got the points, and that's all that matters. Right, let's go straight into the HQ and see what's coming next. So here we go, guys. Right, so we win the UK Championship, 5 podiums, 5 wins, which is absolutely brilliant. Now we move on to the UK 2 Championship. Now I've decided to do a shorter championship in this next one, so we're only going to do the three of those races, and it's going to be Knock Hill, Donington and Brands Hatch GP. Now we're going to put that on 100% AI level in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. Please keep smashing that like button. Please keep commenting. I really appreciate all the support on the channel, and don't forget, in the upcoming weeks we've got 2 more series coming to the channel before Christmas. We're going to have Need for Speed Payback, and we're going to have a GT Sport, so it's going to be a very busy end of the year here on this channel. I hope you're enjoying all the racing, and I will see you very soon. And don't forget to join the online racing as well, guys. All the links in the description. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.